11, Non-Stock Corporations, Section 86, Definition. For purposes of this code, and subject to its provisions on dissolution, a non-stock corporation is one where no part of its income is distributable as dividends to its members, trustees, or officers, provided that any profit which a non-stock corporation may obtain incidental to its operations shall, whenever necessary or proper, be used for the furtherance of the purpose or purposes for which the corporation was organized, subject to the provisions of this title. The provisions governing stock corporations, when pertinent, shall be applicable to non-stock corporations, except as may be covered by specific provisions of this title. Section 87. Purposes. Non-stock corporations may be formed or organized for charitable, religious, educational, professional, cultural, fraternal, literary, scientific, social, civic service, or similar purposes, like trade, industry, agricultural, and like chambers, or any combination thereof, subject to the special provisions of this title governing particular classes of non-stock corporations. Chapter 1. Members. Section 88. Right to vote. The right of the members of any class or classes to vote may be limited, broadened, or denied to the extent specified in the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws. Unless so limited, broadened, or denied, each member, regardless of class, shall be entitled to one vote. Unless otherwise provided in the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws, a member may vote by proxy, in accordance with the provisions of this code. The bylaws may likewise authorize voting through remote communication and or in absentia. Section 89. Non-transferability of membership. Membership in a non-stock corporation and all rights arising therefrom are personal and non-transferable, unless the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws otherwise provide. Section 90. Termination of membership. Membership shall be terminated in the manner and for the causes provided in the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws. Termination of membership shall extinguish all rights of a member in a corporation or in its property, unless otherwise provided in the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws. Chapter 2. Trustees and Officers. Section 91. Election and term of trustees. The number of trustees shall be fixed in the Articles of Incorporation or bylaws, which may or may not be more than 15. They shall hold office for not more than 3 years until their successors are elected and qualified. Trustees elected to fill vacancies occurring before the expiration of a particular term shall hold office only for the unexpired period, except with respect to independent trustees of non-stock corporations vested with public interest. Only a member of the corporation shall be elected as trustee. Unless otherwise provided in the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws, the members may directly elect officers of a non-stock corporation. Section 92. List of members and proxies, place of meetings. The corporation shall at all times keep a list of its members and their proxies in a form the Commission may require. The list shall be updated to reflect the members and proxies of record 20 days prior to any scheduled election. The bylaws may provide that the members of a non-stock corporation may hold their regular or special meetings at any place, even outside the place where the principal office of the corporation is located, provided that proper notice is sent to all members, indicating the date, time, and place of the meeting, provided further that the place of meeting shall be within the Philippine territory. Chapter 3. Distribution of assets in non-stock corporations. Section 93. Rules of distribution. The assets of a non-stock corporation undergoing the process of dissolution for reasons other than those set forth in Section 139 of this code shall be applied and distributed as follows. A. All liabilities and obligations of the corporation shall be paid, satisfied, and discharged, or adequate provision shall be made therefor. B. Assets held by the corporation upon a condition requiring return, transfer, or conveyance, and which condition occurs by reason of the dissolution, shall be returned, transferred, or conveyed in accordance with such requirements. C. Assets received and held by the corporation subject to limitations permitting their use only for charitable, religious, benevolent, educational, or similar purposes, but not held upon a condition requiring return, transfer, or conveyance by reason of the dissolution, shall be transferred or conveyed to one or more corporations, societies, or organizations engaged in activities in the Philippines substantially similar to those of the dissolving corporation according to a plan of distribution adopted pursuant to this chapter. D. Assets other than those mentioned in the preceding paragraphs, if any, shall be distributed in accordance with the provisions of the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws, to the extent that the Articles of Incorporation or the bylaws determine the distributive rights of members or any class or classes of members or provide for distribution. And E, in any other case, assets may be distributed to such persons, societies, organizations, or corporations, whether or not organized for profit, as may be specified in a plan of distribution adopted pursuant to this chapter. Section 94, Plan of Distribution of Assets. A plan providing for the distribution of assets consistent with the provision of this title may be adopted by a non-stock corporation in the process of dissolution in the following manner. A. The Board of Trustees shall, by majority vote, adopt a resolution recommending a plan of distribution and directing the submission thereof to a vote at a regular or special meeting of members having voting rights. B. Each member entitled to vote shall be given a written notice setting forth the proposed plan of distribution, or a summary thereof, and the date, time, and place of such meeting within the time and in the manner provided in this code for the giving of notice of meetings. And C. Such plan of distribution shall be adopted upon approval of at least two-thirds of the members having voting rights present or represented by proxy at such meeting.